This week on The Rock, we ask students, why are you late? We also talk to the lacrosse team, and we have the first person on play star Lucy Price. All this and more now.
13 story on The Rock, we'll make the show until we drop. We'll bring you news and we won't tell you lies. Please watch The Rock or we will cry. It's made for students just like you. You're gonna wanna see what we do this week on The Rock. 3, 2, 1, we're live.
Welcome back to The Rock HS. I'm Braden McMoyle.
And I'm Owen Hoffmeyer, and we have a great show lined up for you today.
Hey Owen, weren't you late to school this morning?
Yeah, my alarm didn't go off.
Well, don't worry, you're not the only one. Many students recently have been showing up late to class. In this next segment made by Thurston and I, we asked these people, why are you late to school?
Good morning, HS. I'm Braden McMoyle, and lately, attendance at our school has been lacking. And here at The Rock, we were determined to figure out why. So we went out and interviewed a few students and Miss Dickinson to get to the bottom of this issue. Would you mind telling me why you were late to school today?
Yeah, I woke up like 20 minutes late. It was a real tough morning. I don't know. And I had to walk to school too, so that also added to it.
To be honest, I just woke up, took a long shower, and I just ate a Hot Pocket, I guess.
Birthday day. Just strolled in today. No big deal.
I'm a slow man. That's all I can say.
I want to sleep in today.
Alarm didn't go off.
This week, obviously with spring forward time change, there's been a lot of tardies. I spent a lot of time yesterday, the last couple days, just putting in the tardy slips. So all those have to be hand entered. February tends to kind of be like a slump month where, you know, kids are tired, a little bit of burnout, ready for a weather change. And so sometimes it just gets a little harder to get out of bed in the morning. That goes for staff too. Sometimes it's a little hard for us to get out of bed. But I think that it's obviously February's usually had been that month, kind of crossing into a little bit of March. But the time change really does affect kids. So a student can start to receive lunchtime detentions if they have 3 or more tardies. You know, if you want to try to reduce how often you're late or tardy, it's the old adage, and I know it sounds corny, but get to bed a little earlier. You know, we're all tired, I get it. And with the time change, it's hard to sometimes turn your brain off and get some sleep at night.
Man, I should really work on my attendance.
Speaking of attendance, I heard a lot more people are showing up to boys lacrosse games.
I can see why. Our lacrosse team has some very talented players.
This next segment, Grace Johnson and Owen Hoffmeyer tell us all about our boys lacrosse team.
So in 2016, I was convinced by my wife and another woman who started the lacrosse club to coach 3rd and 4th graders out of Skagit Valley Flyers. So I did so with some hesitation, but it was an outstanding experience. And then I continued coaching and moved up in age groups, coaching with my son Aiden. And the program gained more and more momentum through tons of effort from lots of people and fundraising and getting the word out and coaching and volunteering. And 2 years ago, we were able to almost have a high school team, not quite on the boys' side. And then last year, we were able to build that 3rd and 4th grade team from several years ago into the first boys' high school team in Anacortes. Last year we had 15 kids, and we were just putting enough kids on the field to actually have a team and play a game. This year we have 20 kids. We've practiced more in the fall, we practice more in the spring. We're doing game film now. We have better uniforms, we have better equipment, we have more people at our games. The expectations are more widely understood by the players. We've taken a huge leap forward this year.
New players are changing the team a lot in a good way. Like I said about being more aggressive, I think a lot of new players brought that to our team, and we needed it a lot.
Our 3 goals goals are that we continue to build our team culture, which we started last year, and that goes forward to this year. That'll always be a team goal for us, building the right team culture.
It starts with the coaches and it works down to the players. Our coaches are some of the best people I've ever met. Our captains also some of the greatest people and players I've ever met. And we just have a great culture where we go team, teammate, self, support your team, and then your teammate next to you, and then you go for yourself, but never yourself first.
Now, lacrosse is an outstanding sport. It's got elements of hockey, basketball, soccer, and football. You've got contact, which a lot of kids like. It's a growing sport across the country, so we just feel it's a great sport to play.
You can catch the boys and girls lacrosse games start playing at home Saturday, April 22nd.
Have you heard about the play that's also coming up?
You mean Mean Girls? I freaking love that movie.
Well, our school's production of Mean Girls is coming up soon, and in this next segment, Kayla Strandberg and Wazoo Pi talked to Lucy Price, the lead role of the play, and got an inside look on the production.
A lot of my time really goes into preparing for the show. Rehearsals do take a lot of headspace, at least, kind of like all the time. But yeah, a lot of my regular day-to-day kind of stuff goes into just getting ready for rehearsal. It's a very drastically different role from my last one, obviously. Doing High School Musical, it was such a fun experience, but it was definitely a more like sweet kind of good girl, and I've always kind of played the good girl, and I thought it'd be fun to kind of switch it up a little bit. So this is our burn book. It's obviously a prop, we use it in the show, but I thought it'd be fun to put everybody's actual photos in here. So I actually printed out photos of everybody, and so everyone in the cast is actually in here, and everybody had to make up their own comments, and so there's some interesting things in here. What's so important about this show is that it highlights friendship and just relationships, especially between like women.
Stood up to her. You were strong, you were brave, no, you know what you were. You were fetch, so fetch, and we're free.
It has a really good message to portray. So I would say if you're coming to see the show, look out for those little moments where it brings it back to home and it's really sweet.
All these school events sure look fun.
Speaking of school events, seniors are invited to come paint the rock after school today.
Well, that wraps up our show for today. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please feel free to email us at therock@asd103.org. And with that, I'm Braden McMoyle.
And I'm Owen Hoffmeimer.
And from our rock to yours, have a great day, AHS.